Hi, Zeus here. Today I won my level 19 boss battle, and I wanted to show you how intense 4-engine combat is up here on the leaderboard. So I'm trying to win my level 19 boss battle here. This is my first try. And in 4 engines, it is getting really intense. You've got rocket launchers, you've got mines to worry about, you've got mortars to worry about wiping out your Zookas, you've got all kinds of stuff to worry about wiping out your heavies. And it is a challenge just to keep your troops alive and get to the end of the 4 engines. So I'm going to show you my technique. What I'm doing first is I'm only putting 2 boats of heavies in. I'm holding 1 in reserve. And I'm using my barrage to BARD out groups of mines that are, in my opinion, going to cause me big trouble later on in the process. And when I get to a spot where there's a lot of something that's going to do damage to a lot of my troops, I'm going to throw shocks down there and maybe a health pack to help my troops. Sometimes a health pack to offset a rocket launcher, sometimes a shock to stop something. And sometimes you actually have to go all the way around the mines because you can't knock them down. It's intense. So here I'm going to put down a shock to suppress that rocket launcher as I come around the corners. I don't want it wiping out a lot of my Zookas there. I'm going to have to throw another one down because I don't have any heavies in front at the moment. And I'm coming down into this first peninsula here. And things are going pretty well. I throw down a shock to suppress the flamethrowers and the cannon there. And a little worried about my Kavan getting picked off right here. Oh, he did. Should have thrown down a smoke. But it was kind of bad luck. I mean, he was in the middle of a big gaggle of troops, like what are the odds that the boom cannon's just going to pick out my hero? But there you go. That's what happens. Now, when you get down to this final peninsula here, you got to worry about mines. You got to worry about machine guns if you don't have any heavies. You got to worry about keeping your heavies alive. You only have 1 or 2. Throw down a shock, and this is all over. I got to the end on this one, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. And it looks like my opponent is having some trouble. Yep, that's a victory. Super cool. Level 19 boss battle. Let's see where he ran into trouble. Okay, so he's using rocket choppers, which I got to tell you, my base, it's hard to do and get to the end with rocket choppers. The trick here is not having rocket choppers run into a boom cannon or a cannon, or too much time with sniper towers or machine guns or even rocket launchers. And his bullet didn't get round fast enough to knock down the boom cannons I got there on this second peninsula here. So that didn't work out so well for him. And of course now he's got to run through all of my mines. He's got a ton of mines to deal with there. So now he's lost his second to last heavy. Now he's down to 1 heavy. Nope, no heavies. And he's wisely giving up. I mean, look at all those shock mines that his bullets would have to walk through. Plus, there's a couple of rocket launchers, a couple of machine guns. Very tough to get his bullet all through the end of that one. All right, well, good base design helps every time. And that is a win. Okay, well, let me show you some other recent combat and how tough it is up here. So here's one that, another one that I didn't get all the way through. Another one I didn't get all the way through. Here's one I won, minute 44 seconds, pretty good. Let me show you this one. So this guy's got a bit of a concentrated base. He's got 3 engines all in the back peninsula. And his mines are quite nasty back there. So ended up using a couple of barrages to knock down those groups of mines. Put down a shock because there's machine guns and a heavy. Put down another shock because you got a heavy cannon, machine gun, and a flamethrower there. Another shock on 2 things on the right side of the peninsula there. Anyway, that engine's done. Now I'm going to sacrifice some troops to go through that boom mine, throw down a shock against the flamethrower. Now here, it's best to flare to the mortar there quickly and not let your troops first take out the cannon, because the mortar's going to do a lot of damage if you let it go, right? And then the other thing you need to worry about here is the flamethrower, because if you flare to the headquarters and the flamethrower is active, you're going to lose all of your Zukas. And then here's 2 more that I didn't even get through half the base. And then this is one that I won. Here's another concentrated base. And, he's got that one lone sniper tower way off on the left there. And, it's mainly designed to deal with folks, using rocket choppers. Again, I'm going to knock out mines in 2 different spots in the back row that's very concentrated. And then I got to worry about throwing down some shocks here, making sure that my heavies survive. By the way, I put 1 boat of heavies in after all of the Zukas so that they don't take the brunt of the mines all together. You got some fresher heavies at the rear. Again, a shock to suppress the flamethrower, boom cannon, machine gun. When your heavies die and then you're up against a rocket launcher, that's really bad. So, here, all those rocket choppers on the right, or Zukas on the right rather, are going to get destroyed. But it's okay if they take out a few mines along the way, especially shock mines. It really helps not to slow you down. We're taking a beating here from the one rocket launcher. So we got to get that rocket launcher down, and then again, the most important thing here next is the machine gun, actually. So throw a flare on the machine gun, because the boom cannon fires at a slow rate, as does the cannon, relatively speaking. And now we can use our last shock to suppress the 2 machine guns and the cannon, and this is now 1. I could have flared to the HQ, but it looked like the other guy was having a lot of trouble, so just went for the sure thing of taking out the defenses before I knocked down the last core. All right, well, anyway, with those wins, I've got up to number 389 on the leaderboard, and I'm number 4 in my Red Hot Legends Task Force group of All-Stars. And I want to show you the tech tree that I've been using. So I've opened everything up except for the top level flare. I've not upgraded the rifleman, and I've not opened the flamethrowers, or I've not upgraded Kavan to the top level. I've not opened any of the other 3 heroes, Bullet, Brick, or Everspark. I've not opened up the Grenadiers. I have not opened up the Cryoneers. And I've only got the rocket launcher up to level 3. It takes another 3 million keys to get it to max, which will be important. And then the barrage, of course, to level 5 would be really important. Don't need the extra smoke. Don't see any need for warriors. And to get to that special weapon, you got to spend a lot of keys to get there. So I'm not really sure that that's a good idea yet. And have not yet opened up the Seekers. And that's pretty much what's available at 4 engines, and then going into 5 engines, there's building damage, extra energy, gunboat energy node. You've got another special defense. There's shocks and the medics, and then the bomb. And then, of course, into 6 engines, you've got heavy choppas, critters, bombardiers, and a bunch of special nodes. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel, give us a like on this video, and thanks as always to Hercules for help with the video editing.